Hi everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. How's it going today? Welcome to the show, one and all. It's Wednesday today. Oh my goodness gracious me! Wednesday, what it would be the 6th? Yeah, it would be the 6th of March. 20% into March already. Oh my gosh, I'm barely ready for January. How you doing? Welcome to Traveling with Bruce. I'm your host, Bruce, here in Creston, British Columbia. It is a kind of a cloudy day today. However, it is almost 36, 37 degrees. So we've got a bit of meltage going on. It's more bright than dark looking outside, so that's okay. We'll take it. Nice little change of pace for us lately. We're finally coming out of a bit of a deep freeze here. Well, for us anyway. For us. We should be in the 40s in the next couple of days. We're definitely inching up about a degree or so Celsius, about 2 degrees Fahrenheit every day for the next 3 or 4 days. So that's going to be all right. Going to be in the 40s. Happy about that. Welcome one, welcome all to the channel, to the chat. We love talking about cruise ships here. We talk about cruise ships and cruise ship vacations and ports and everything to do with getting out of Dodge and having a good time. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you're new to this show and my channel, please sign in if you can. I'd love it if you would. Say hi to me. Tell me, where are you watching me from? What's your town, city, state, country, whatever? What's your high temperature today? Let's compare notes. And what's gasoline going for where you live? And did you get an ad today before I came on the air? Let me know who's advertising to you. This channel is going to be 18 months, 18 months, or is it 19 months? I think it's going to be 19 months old in about a week from now. We started August 2017 on this channel here. And last year, January, a year and a couple months ago, I started doing live shows like this. Actually, January the 6th, this is March 6th, so 14 months ago, I started doing live shows to talk about cruise ship news on a kind of a daily basis, 6 days a week, 5 o'clock, Monday to Friday I'm on, and Saturdays at 2. Tuesdays and Thursday nights, we play live trivia. We did trivia last night at 8 o'clock. We had some fun there. We'll do it again tomorrow night at 8. Hopefully some of you can drop by and say hi to me. The channel, as of yesterday, had 17,441 subscribers, which just blows my mind. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the 25th of December, just what, 2 months ago? A little over 2 months ago, we were at 8,000 subscribers. Right now we're at 17,441 as of yesterday. Right now, another 24 hours later, 17,559, 118 more since yesterday. They keep coming in. Thank you, newbies. Welcome to the TWB family. I welcome one and all of you here. I hold up my mug and I give you a cheer from Traveling with Bruce. Here's one of my coffee mugs. Thanks to a lot of you out there who've found ways to support this channel. One, subscribe is great. Number two, throw a thumbs up if you can on my videos or my live shows. Those are appreciated. Picking up merchandise on TWB on the RedBubble Store I have. Thank you for doing that, you guys. Every time a purchase is made, I earn a little royalty on that. Same thing on Amazon. I have a you can link into Amazon through this channel. There's a little description down below here, below my picture. There's a description there about the RedBubble Store, and then there's a description about my Amazon homepage. It's an affiliate link that I have, and also I have an Amazon store, and that's where Amazon allows me to set up a little thing that says Traveling with Bruce, for Amazon, and then there's suggested items that you might want to take with you on a cruise. Just if you got nothing better to do, go and check it out. But those of you who want to pick up something on Amazon, whether it's some dog food or Bugatti, I don't care, anything, any multi-million-dollar item would be fine. Just go to Amazon through my affiliate link, buy it. I get a royalty on anything you buy, and I prefer multi-million-dollar purchases. But I'll take a bag of dog food if you buy that, or some toilet paper, or whatever you buy through Amazon. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. If you can convince your boss, that would be great. If you can convince your boss at work, hey, listen, we're buying stuff on Amazon all the time. Why don't we use Bruce's link here and help out this little old YouTuber here in Creston, British Columbia? Yeah, that'd be fine. Good luck with that. Let me know how it goes. Your boss is going to go, Bruce, what? I thought you were working. What are you watching YouTube? What's going on? It might get yourself in trouble. So be careful on that one. Anyway, there you go. And then as far as other support goes, thanks those of you who are on Patreon who send me a donation every month through Patreon. Thank you for that. Got about 8 of you or something, 7 or 8 of you doing that. Incredible. And then of course those of you who super chat me and also do the donate button on PayPal. Thank you so much. I'm a full-timer. This is my full-time job. I do not have a day job doing anything else. I love doing this. Love talking about cruise ships all the time and following what's going on. And let's talk about some cruise ship news. What is going on in the cruise ship business? Well, if you're doing anything on Google right now, if you're watching any Google stories and cruise ship news, you are seeing article after article and news organization after news organization doing a story about the Norwegian Escape cruise ship that got hit with that 115-mile-an-hour wind blast the other day. The ship was coming from New York down to Florida. It was heading to Port Canaveral. It was off the coast of someone sent me a little message saying that they thought the ship was right off the coast of Atlantic City when it got hit. I thought it was around the Carolinas, in the area, let's say. Anyway, it was in the Atlantic. And it sounds, some folks were speculating that the wind system, the weather system that hit the ship as she was heading south was sort of the remnants of or a spin-off of the nasty weather that had been hitting the U.S., especially the tornadoes and a lot of other systems. But there's just a lot of unsettled weather there. And out of nowhere, a 115, a guesstimated wind gust, 115-mile-an-hour wind picked up. And because it's on the open ocean, there are no trees to stop this wind. There are no mountains to stop this wind. It's just wide open. And here goes this big old cruise ship, 20 stories tall, heading south. The wind coming from this way, and the ship listed. They don't tilt. They list to her port side, which is the left side. And so the ship did this. And no one has an official, actual official story or calculation as to how far the ship actually listed in degrees. But there have been a number of passengers who've been interviewed by media and other areas. And some of them who were on the port side, they were in their room at the time, and the ship started listing. And of course, that means your balcony is listing or headed towards the ocean, and they're moving at 20 miles an hour. The ocean is going by, but you don't see the horizon out there anymore. You see this water. And they were saying that as the ship kept listing and listing and listing and listing, the ocean was getting closer, and it's moving from right to left. It's heading here. We're going this way. The water's going that way, and it's just coming and coming. How close are we going to get to the water? There were some reports saying that it listed as much as 45 degrees. I can't verify any of that information for you. I just know that some of the terrified passengers gave some vivid descriptions of how close that water came to their balcony as they were looking out their balcony window with a view they'd never seen before. They didn't know they'd paid for this kind of a balcony view, but a view they got. And even though it happened around midnight, there is lighting on the ship, and so you can see the water, probably the first 15, 20 feet of the ocean water beside the ship. And of course, if you're listing towards it, yeah, you're seeing water going by, and it's got to be harrowing. Apparently, the whole event lasted about 10 minutes. The winds, it wasn't like just one little gust and it was gone. It was a sustained thing, and obviously the captain and the officers would have been adjusting the course of the ship immediately. Normally, what you would want to do is, as far as I know, as a non-mariner, and I'm qualifying myself, I am not a sea guy. I'm not a seaman. The ship would have tried to probably go right into the wind. It would have tried to steer itself right into the wind. But doing this, the number one priority is to get it to do that and stabilize things. And that would have been probably working with the stabilizers down below and all kinds of other technical things that I can't talk about. because I'm not qualified. I'm sure the computers on board were kicking into gear real quickly with regard to thrusters and you name it, all the systems that the ship had at its disposal to right the ship. But they would have wanted to steer the ship towards the wind and you know, fight it out. But anyway, that's what happened there. The ship did make it, of course, to Port Canaveral yesterday morning. We've seen coverage of that, and I've since heard, and I believe the number now has been confirmed, that 8 people were transferred to hospital from the ship when they got to Port Canaveral. I do not know the condition of the 8. I don't know if all have been discharged from the hospital or not. I don't know any of that information. I do not know how many people left the ship and just got off and weren't going to continue on. I have no idea what that's about. Maybe as time goes by, more news will come out, or perhaps some of you've heard it. You can share it with us. That would be great. Anyway, the ship now is in Great Stirrup Cay in the Bahamas at the private beach that they run and operate, and the folks, I'm sure, are taking advantage of beach time and getting in some just some lazy resting and doing nada, which is what they signed up for. Tomorrow the ship's supposed to be in Nassau. Then it has 2 sea days back to New York. That'll be interesting. But she'll work her way back to New York for 2 days, and then they'll drop everybody off. And then the next batch of passengers will get on her. Then here we go again. This is the issue with New York. People ask me, and we've talked about this a bit on this show from time to time, should you sail out of New York Harbor for a Caribbean cruise, Bahamian cruise, in the winter months, or should you not? I did a little comparison about a year ago. I compared 3 different cruise lines, 3 different cruises from a value proposition, where I looked up prices for 3 ships, 3 cruises, all Caribbean cruises, and I had found, I think, a 7-day, a 9-day, and an 11-day cruise. The 11-day cruise was out of New York. I have personally taken an 11-day cruise out of New York. Jennifer and I, my Jennifer Aniston look-alike wife, whose name is not Jennifer, but we call her that. I was on. We were on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, and we had an 11-day cruise. And we were supposed to go to Labadee and then San Juan and other places. We ran into a storm on the way out of New York. The first night was calm, fantastic. But the next morning when we woke up, we were in the middle of a harrowing storm. And this is a winter storm coming north, and we were a cruise ship going south. And combined the wind speed hitting the ship, coming right at us, and combining our speed going into the wind, we were experiencing 100-mile-an-hour winds. The good news was that we were not being broadsided with winds on our side. The wind was either at our nose or off slightly. But unfortunately, that meant we were doing this. The front of our ship was rising and dropping, and that meant the back of the ship was rising and dropping. And all of us on board were feeling it. And of course, it wasn't a perfect up and down motion. By the way, let me show you my high-end, very expensive ship model here, courtesy of Tom Henry. This is a little replica here of a Norwegian cruise ship. The Norwegian, I think it's the Norwegian Star. I put on my glasses. So I don't want to misquote the ship. Yeah, Norwegian Star. Anyway, instead of the don't mind the Christmas decoration thing that I hold up here. So instead of the ship just going perfectly up and down, it actually was getting hit by wind over here. And so the ship would have gone up and down, but it would also do a little of this rolling action. It was, and that's not fun, this rolling action. Sorry, I can't do it too well with the camera over there. In any event, yeah, instead of going up and down, we were going up and down and rolling like this as we were going forward. And this is slow. This is not real speed. I'm talking super slow motion like this. But oh my God, you can't walk down the hallway without looking like someone had you've been drinking all day long. I mean, you've just been plastering alcohol like crazy. And my body was I couldn't take it. So I stayed in the room, and I found that laying on the bed on my left side I could sleep and I could tolerate it. And I was just so exhausted from trying to fight it. I didn't fight it anymore. I just stayed in my bed and I just slept the whole day away. And that night, next day was fine, by the way. We got through it. The strategy was just get through this thing as quick as we can, and then it's behind us and we're good. And that's exactly what happened, but it took 30 odd hours to do it. Wasn't fun. Anyway, that was the 11-day cruise. And these 3 cruises I was comparing, 7-day cruise was out of Miami, 9-day out of, I think out of Miami, and the 11-day out of New York. And I came to the conclusion it was a far better idea to take a 7-day cruise out of Miami than an 11-day cruise out of New York, even though they were essentially about the same price. Why? Because the first 2 days out of New York are cold. You're leaving in the middle of winter. You're not going to be out on the pool deck. It's 30 degrees outside if you're bad. And if you're not in a storm, it's just cold. If you're in a storm, you're not even outside. You're probably just in your bed miserable. You'll swear next time I'll just fly to Miami and get on a ship. My reasoning was grab a 9-day cruise out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Port Canaveral or something like that rather than coming out of New York, because when you get on your ship in Miami, it's warm now. It's warm now, and it's warm for the whole cruise. So you've got 7 days or 9 days of nice, warm, poolside weather, or exploring, ports of call weather, rather than 2 days of winter coming down and 2 days of winter going back, because people forget the ship has to go back from where it started from, which means it's going back to New York eventually, turn around and coming the other direction. And that's 4 days the captain and the crew, they're not going to look forward to. It's work, and it could be rough. We don't know. Just last week, I was telling you folks about the Norwegian Gem was off the coast of Long Island, could not come into the harbor in New York due to gale force winds. The ship was delayed hours. Supposed to be in the New York first thing in the morning, didn't make it till late that evening, and everyone missed their flights that day. People who were coming in couldn't get on a ship because there was no ship to get onto. And this is just outside of New York. So my recommendation is I would not do it again. I would not take a cruise out of New York Harbor in the wintertime if I can just grab a flight from wherever I'm at and head down to Florida. I'd much rather cruise out of Miami or the Port Everglades, which is Fort Lauderdale, or Port Canaveral outside of Orlando. And of course, the age-old advice I like to give is get to the port at least 1 day before your cruise. By the way, I'm not ignoring Jacksonville. I'm not ignoring Tampa Bay. I'm just mentioning the big 3 ports that dominate the cruise business. But in any event, if you're gonna get maximum enjoyment from your cruise, sail out of a Florida port in the wintertime. There will be no blizzard there to stop you. Get there the day before or earlier if you can, and enjoy the area for a few days, and then get your cruise in, or do both. Get there a few days early, do your cruise, and stay a couple of days after in a hotel and enjoy the home port on the other side, whichever way you want to do it. And if you can hit the home run ball, if you get enough time, fly into Orlando for 3 or 4 days, enjoy yourself there, then rent a car or find transportation, get to your cruise ship, take your cruise, and then after your cruise is over, spend 3 or 4 days in Miami and enjoy that end of it. So there's a couple of ways to play it if you have the time and if you've got the dinero. But avoid New York. I really would. I would not take the chance that my cruise, lucky me, either the last 2 days is a blizzard coming home or the first 2 days is a blizzard getting out. I don't want to play that game out of New York. And it's not New York that's the problem. It's the vicinity around it, mainly south, because of the systems that are coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. That constant, if you look at those satellite weather systems, the weather people are always showing you, you always see that band of moisture always coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, heading up to New York and heading up to Boston and heading up the eastern seaboard. And further north it gets, the colder it gets, it turns from rain into sleet into snow, and it cannot be fun. And on the open ocean, if it shifts over to the east, there's nothing to stop that system coming up at heavy speed and real intensity. Anyway, there you go. That's a quick thing there, and a quick little update on the Escape. Like I said, the Escape is at Great Stirrup Cay And those who are on the ship today, I'm sure they're having a great time. They're probably really happy that that ordeal is over with that they were on a few days ago. Other news today, I saw a story this morning that caught my eye, and I thought I'd mention it to you. It has to do with the Virgin Atlantic, an aircraft, Virgin Atlantic. Apparently, 448 holidaymakers, as they're referred to in Britain, 448 people were on a Virgin Atlantic charter flight from Barbados back to London. They were landing in London Gatwick Airport. They landed at 5:30 in the morning, Wednesday morning, on a direct 8-hour flight. And the plane was immediately diverted from the terminal it was going to go to another terminal on this property. And in effect, everyone was quarantined. The entire plane and all passengers and crew were quarantined because on the flight back from the Bahamas to London, a number of people were getting ill on the airplane. And 30 people were really suffering from terrible chest congestion, hard to breathe. 5 members of the flight crew got ill during the 8-hour flight, so that the pilot was notified. They had medical people standing by in London. They're wondering, what are you guys bringing to Britain? What's coming into the UK here on this flight from Barbados? And so everybody was quarantined off, and a whole bunch of paramedics were there, doctors and specialists, to figure out what is going on. And the story goes that all 448 people were on a cruise ship. They had all been on the MSC Preziosa, and they had just taken a Caribbean cruise. And they were now flying home on a charter flight. So this is one of these perfect deals that are set up from Britain, from the UK, where these travel agents will block book a whole bunch of rooms, sell a package to the folks in the UK, a winter getaway deal, includes your airfare down, your airfare back, your cruise, everything. And these folks were coming home from a cruise, and on board the plane, a whole bunch of them started not feeling well. And apparently, as it turns out, 30 people were suffering from problems, but they were discharged at the airport. They were allowed to go home, but they probably had to go see their doctors and get some kind of prescription for whatever was ailing them. But whatever they had, they wouldn't, infect the rest of Britain, as it were. 3 people were taken to hospital. They were so ill, they had to be transported to hospital for respiratory issues. I don't know how they're doing, but that's the story. I don't know if any of the 3 people were members of the air crew or not. I have no idea. The rest of them were well enough to be released and discharged, but I found that to be a most interesting story. Now, the cruise line was contacted by the news organization where I found this story, and the cruise line said, we've checked with our doctor on board the ship, because when we heard from the UK authorities as the plane was coming in, do you have a whole bunch of sick people? Did you have a whole bunch of sick people on that last cruise that you were just doing? And I said, we have not had a case of any infectious disease of any kind. We even had no norovirus, nothing like that for the last 2 weeks. We've been clean for 2 weeks. So what these folks are suffering from there was no one on board the ship suffering from it. We have no idea what's going on. So that was an interesting story, I thought, to relay to you guys today. What some people have to go through to go on a cruise, but once you're in an airplane for 8 hours, you're just you're recirculating air, and you're stuck there. You can't get away from it. And as time went on, more and more people got ill, and that was it. So what can I say? Sorry, I had to just check a message there. There we go. Now, another story today to tell you about, my last one of the day. Carnival Cruise Line. They're building a brand new ship called the Mardi Gras. It's being built in Finland. It's one of 2 being built, 5,200 passengers per ship. Liquid natural gas powered, 18 stories tall, massive, biggest ship that Carnival has ever ordered for its own line. They've teamed up with Emeril Lagasse, the guy that goes bam when he makes food. Emeril Lagasse is going to open a New Orleans themed restaurant on board the Mardi Gras, and It'll be in the French Quarter, which is one of 6 neighborhoods that they're going to be operating there. They've got the Italian neighborhood and others. It's going to be known as Emeril's Bistro 1396 is what it's going to be called, and it'll feature all kinds of New Orleans, Louisiana favorites, po' boy sandwiches, and everything else. And so should be pretty cool. I'm sure it'll be an extra charge thing, but you know, it'll be a celebrity chef. It's the first time that that Emeril has gotten together with a cruise line, and it'll be interesting to see if they roll him out on any other Carnival ships. But they are starting him off on the Mardi Gras. It will be October 2020, I believe, is the date that ship sets sail. And we'll have to keep an eye on that. I expect more announcements to come from Carnival regarding the Mardi Gras. This is only the tip of the iceberg. More will come out. We will have all kinds of artist renditionings of more of that ship. So far, the ship is selling very well for pre-orders for cruisers who want to go on her. But yeah, Emeril Lagasse is going to operate a restaurant, New Orleans-style restaurant, on board the Mardi Gras. So there you go. Those of you folks who are really into that kind of food, the Cajun tasting food, you might be, hopefully you'll be very happy with that. It's not my taste, but hey, it sounds pretty interesting. So there's the news from this guy. As far as I know, don't have any updates, by the way, from yesterday's video that I did about the airplane crash just outside of St. Thomas. A small airplane went down. 2 people were in the ocean there. They were in life raft, and the Regal Princess cruise ship was asked by the Coast Guard to come and pick them up. They did. Apparently, the 2 are doing fine. I don't have any other information about the 2 of them. But that's the last I had. A lot of you caught my video. Thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Thank you today, by the way. 39 thumbs ups on this show already. Thank you very much. If you have any comments about what I'm talking about today, or if you have any questions, anything you want to know about cruising, by all means, let me know. Start typing in your questions. I'll try to answer them. I'm going to say hi to the gang that's here. Say hello to everybody. And again, welcome aboard. By the way, we have a Facebook group page. This Traveling with Bruce has a Facebook group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. I invite all of you to come on by and visit that page anytime you like. You can become a member of it by just asking to join. I'll let you in because I'm the administrator. I'm the guy who runs it. A lot of the folks that you see typing in here that are talking to me all the time, they hang out on the Traveling with Bruce group page on Facebook between shows, and there are fantastic photos there. Oh man, BC, just one of my regulars who writes in all the time, BC, he just posted a bunch of photos. He must have put up 100 photos in the last 2 days of some of the most beautiful cruise ship photos out of Vancouver, British Columbia you could ever imagine. Ships that are docked right downtown, and others that are coming in or coming out of the harbor in Vancouver with the mountains in the background. Wow, you want to see some really nice photos? Come on over to Traveling with Bruce group page on Facebook and check it out. Love to have you come over there. All right, well, let's see who's here and find out what's going on. Wendy Thompson was the first to sign in, at least as far as I can tell here. She's saying it's 58 in Ocala. Felt warmer in the sun, though. I have corned beef and cabbage in the oven. Ooh, that sounds good. Deb Guimet. Hi, Wendy. Are we early or what? I just want to make sure to give a thumbs up on early in case I don't make it back for 5 o'clock. This was done 45 minutes before showtime. No, an hour and 45 minutes before showtime. Deb Guimet, 22 degrees Fahrenheit, gas is 228. Roy Keith, 44 in sunshine in Greenville. Hi, Roy. How are you, buddy? I don't know if you're new, but welcome here. Katrina Jordan is here. Hi, Wendy. You're early with the corned beef and cabbage. Laughing out loud. What are you having for St. Patty's Day? Too cold here. Wind is nasty. Mid-state in Florida. Welcome, Katrina, to the show. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming by. This is great. Linda Lou, hi, Bruce, and the TWB family. Woke up to a light dusting of snow. But now it's rain. 43 here in Reno, Nevada. What crazy weather we have had this winter. Gas is up 10 cents a gallon to $2.69 at Costco. It's an outrage. It shouldn't be allowed. But Linda Lou, welcome back from Reno. Sylvan, hi, Bruce and all. 70 degrees Fahrenheit, Delray Beach. It's sunny. It's windy. Temperatures are dropping fast. Cold night ahead. The heat is on. Thumbs up and hit subscribe, everybody. No ad yet. It's too early for an ad. Well, yeah, it's before showtime. Linda Lou, hi there, Sylvan. Linda, oh no, had to turn the heat on, Sylvan. Sylvan saying air conditioning during the day, The heat is on on in the evening these days. That's the way it's going. Vivian is here from the UK. Evening all been pouring here. So cold. Forecast is rainstorms, snow. The heater is on. Oh, it's cold. Linda Lou, hi Viv. Vivian, hi there, Linda Lou, and everybody else. Sylvan, we should drop in the middle 50s during the night here in Delray Beach. Some of the orchids do not like those nightly dips. Too cold for my vanilla orchid to produce vanilla pods. That's terrible. We can't have that. Linda Lou, guess we're all looking forward to spring. Vivian, warmer weather cannot come quick enough. I'm fed up with this weather. Linda Lou, boy, I hear you there, Viv. Vivian, anyone heard how that gun granny is doing in the Cayman Islands? The gun-toting grandma that was on the Celebrity Silhouette. She was from Wisconsin. She had a gun in her luggage. She had apparently 3 pieces of luggage, I suppose, and her one bag did not arrive in Miami. When she landed in Miami, she got on the cruise ship. Her bag was forwarded to her in the Cayman Islands. She went to the airport to claim her bag. The moment she identified the bag as hers, they arrested her on the spot because they had determined that inside that luggage was a handgun with 6 bullets or something like that. She was arrested for illegal gun possession in the Cayman Islands and charged. Had to spend night in jail. Next day, she got out on bail, $10,000 US to get out on bail. But she had to book a hotel on the island, prove to the court that she had accommodation, and she had to have an ankle bracelet. After a week and a half, the ankle bracelet was removed. She had already given up her passport. She can't get off the island. She's pleaded not guilty. The case is going to court April the 15th. As far as I know, she's still on the island, probably paying $200 a night or more. I don't know what hotel she's staying at, but it cannot be cheap on the island. If she's lucky, maybe she got lucky and she's finding some accommodation in a private residence somewhere, or maybe she's renting a room from somebody. But boy, it can be really expensive during the middle of the winter to rent anything on the island in the Caymans. I don't know if someone that's out on bail has an easy time of renting a room or not. But as far as I know, she's still on the island. It's got to be costing her $1,000 a week to be there, maybe more. And she's got to wait till April 15th to plead her case. If she's found guilty, she may get off with a serious fine. She may have a jail term. I do not know. It's a serious offense to have a weapon in the Caymans. People have had serious fines just having bullets in the Cayman Islands, let alone a weapon. It's serious stuff. That's all I know about the granny. There's a quick update for you. Sylvan, it's still shorts and T-shirts weather here during the day in Florida. I'm having my rum and coke inside though. No cigar today. Vivian, Sylvan, I could really start to dislike you. Laughing out loud. Share the sun. Don't be so mean. Share the sun a little. I wish I never had to wear a coat again. Sylvan, there's not a mean atom inside of me there, Viv. Vivian, oh, me too. I'm so over looking like Eskimo. I hate it. Sylvan, don't dislike me because I live in Florida. I wasn't born here. I retired here. I have no regrets. That's right. He went to where it's warm. He's staying right on, buddy. Brittany, hi, Bruce and everybody. Hi, Brittany. Linda Lou, you're a smart man. Sylvan. Vivian, hey, Sylvan, you want to adopt me? I'm fully house trained. Sylvan, after 50 years spent shoveling snow 7 months out of every year, we decided to pack it in and go somewhere semi-tropical. Well done, Sylvan. Vivian, sounds lovely. Hi, Brittany. How's Mardi Gras going? Cat Rose, 62 here. Feels like 53 with light rain. Cat is in Sacramento, California. Welcome, my dear Linda Lou. Hi, Cat. Cat Rose, hey, Linda. Sylvan Forest, Mardi Gras ended yesterday. Today is Ash Wednesday, Easter in 40 days on April 21st. John LeBeau, Bruce, hello to Bruce and the family. Hi, John LeBeau. How you doing there, buddy? Hi from Linda Lou. Cat Rose, I don't celebrate it. John, hey, Linda Lou. Carl Peterson, hi, Bruce, and the TWB gang. Chilly day here in Orlando, 8 below Celsius, warming up on the weekend. Chilly day here in Ontario. Sorry, yeah, it's not Orlando. Chilly day here in Ontario. That makes a little more sense, Carl. Right on. I can't read. Vivian, April 21st is when I land in New York. John LeBeau sales diamond ad. There was a diamond ad for on your thing. Zales, Z-A-L-E-S. Right on. Linda Lowe, how wonderful, Vivian. Vivian, ad is booking.com.co. They're now talking to me at 5 o'clock Eastern time, just as I was coming on the air. The ads are starting to show. An ad for PragerU.com. Have no idea what they're selling, Sylvan is saying. Linda saying no ad for me. Bruce just popped up. Kat, Sylvan, they seem to be a conservative, I guess, call it. Debbie Manuel, hi, everybody. Raining again in Northern California today. No commercial again today. Welcome, Debbie, from Chico, California. Nurse Nancy, hello there again. Warming up in Wisconsin, up to a balmy 23 degrees. Gas was $2.25 a gallon. No commercial prior to the TWB show today. Welcome, Nurse Nancy. I know you were on a cruise last week on the Carnival Horizon. I know you loved it, and now you're in the snow again. It's just not right. It's not right. Monique is here. Hello, everybody at TWB. It's 46 in Cherry Point, North Carolina. Monique, welcome to my channel and show again today. 46. I'll take 46. I could use 46. Welcome, my dear. RG apparently was here for a minute. Ann Robson. Hello, everybody. Susan Tash. Hi, I'm from south of you in Oregon, down at the mouth of the Columbia River Gorge. Excuse me, folks. It's snowing and windy here. Temperature in the 30s. Gas is around $2.57 a gallon. Susan Tash, welcome to my show channel, Traveling with Bruce. Glad you're here. Yes, I am north of you in Creston, 3 miles north of the U.S. border is where I am, straight north of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And that is the closest Costco to this house, Coeur d'Alene. Welcome from beautiful Oregon. Teresa Jordan, good afternoon. Glad to be back, Bruce. It's 59 in Conroe, Texas. Teresa, 59. I take that in a heartbeat. Welcome, my dear. That we wear shorts in Canada at 59, and we go golfing in that weather, and we go, oh, it's nice and warm out, isn't it? Welcome, Vivian. Hi, Kat, Debbie, Nancy, Ann, Susan, Valerie Jones. Hi, all from Florida. 58 degrees outside and $2.49 a gallon for regular gas. Valerie, welcome back to the show. Cheers to you and everybody out there in TWB land. Welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad you're all here today. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Vivian. Nurse Nancy and all. Sheila, hi, Bruce and Cruisers. Hi there, Sheila B. How you doing? Scott Weber, hi, everybody. It's 57 and cloudy here in Palos Verdes. Looks like the storm has passed through. Good. Done with it. Get rid of it and just warm up. Way to go, Scott. Kat Rose right now waiting for a call from Dad. Right on. Sean Nielsen, we're about to book a cruise to Bermuda on the Serenade of the Seas. Have any friends, any of the TWB friends been on this ship? How about Bermuda? Thanks, all. Thanks, Bruce. You're doing a great job. Bermuda, you're going to love it. Beautiful place. Really pretty. The people are great. Beautiful scenery, gorgeous architecture and geography, really nice. Serenade of the Seas, that I can't speak to. I have not been personally on the Serenade of the Seas. We'll see if anyone else comments on it, but you're going to like Bermuda. You're going to like it. John Ketchum, good afternoon, Bruce, 4:04 p.m. Bryant, Arkansas. Welcome, John, to the show. Welcome here. Welcome back again. Vivian, did you take all those outfits, Nancy? Vivian wants to know. RG, what do you think about how NCL Epic dealt with their passengers on their crash into the port? Oh, yeah. Well, RG, the crash was, the slow motion grind is what it really was in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The Epic had engine problems for a couple of days prior to getting to San Juan. They finally chugged her in there, and then they needed tugboat assistance. Oh, sorry, folks. They needed tugboat assistance to get her into the port, into the to get it into the dock. And they had winds, and that was the story. Anyway, it was windy, and the ship at like a half a mile an hour scraped into the dolphins, they call them. Oh gosh, that was something. Anyway, the cruise line has made an offer of a percentage of the cruise fare coming back to the passengers. It was a real sad cruise for those folks who were on that ship. They left Port Canaveral, I believe it was. They were supposed to do Tortola, St. Thomas, I think a third port, and they ended up just going to San Juan, leaving San Juan. Oh, yeah, they were supposed to go to Great Stirrup Cay. They never went to Great Stirrup Cay either. They canceled that on them the day before they were supposed to go there, and they just chugged back to Port Canaveral at, I don't know, 10 miles an hour instead of 20, 25. They were late getting back to Port Canaveral, so a whole bunch of people missed their flights. They missed all kinds of connections. It was just a total mess. And the folks who were looking to get on the ship for the next cruise, they had to get on the ship the next day because it wasn't there on time, and then they needed a whole day to get it all cleaned up, and then they got on their way. So I guess the first batch of people got, I think, was a 50% refund against the future cruise. They got some financial compensation for flight changes. The second batch coming in were put up in hotels to stay a night before they could get on the ship. I mean, it was just a mess. But apparently the Epic has been fine ever since. It's running fine. I noticed it today going 18 knots, so she's back to normal. But I think NCL was kind of being a little tight on offering any kind of compensation. There are no refunds coming from these guys. They're not giving cash back. I'll tell you that. Only future credits is what they're throwing around, and people were not impressed. That much I do know. Kelly Hassan, 57 degrees in Pensacola, Florida. A bit chilly for Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, I guess it is. For me, it would be balmy, but yes, for you, a bit cool. Welcome, Kelly. Tom Henry, hi, everybody. 37 in Richmond. He'll take your weather, Kelly. He'll take it in a minute. Tom Henry was on a cruise last week out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and he's back to the cold. Welcome, buddy. And Robson, Dallas, Texas, 53 degrees here. Supposed to be a little higher tomorrow. Rod and Robson, the warm weather cannot come soon enough. That's what I admit to that. Debbie Manuel, hi, Vivian. Vivian, hi there, Tom. Cat Rose, they had to have been it had to be as scary as all heck. Cat Rose is commenting about the Norwegian Escape, another Norwegian ship, right? Yeah, the Escape, when she was doing her listing, oh, that could not have been fun for a lot of folks who were not used to that. I've never experienced that. I don't think I'd like it myself, to be honest. Not fun. Kelly, hi, Tom, Viv, Kat, everybody. Tom Henry, I received the Speedos and I'm posting pics. Let me know which ones to send to Bruce. Oh, no, he's going to send me Speedos. Scott Weber, expect more bad back east, bad weather back east. Our storm is heading your way. Oh, Scott, come on. Folks, again, Tom Henry gives you a good reason why you want to join the Facebook group page for Traveling with Bruce. He's posting photos of Speedos he wants to send me. You get to vote which one he sends me. Oh, my gosh. Tom, are you wearing them? Vivian wants to know. Ed Tolleson, hey, everybody, 29 for a high here in the Bronx. The last time I checked, the Big Apple is cold today. Yikes. Sam Nielsen, wow. RG, what do you think about the Epic? I just said it. Linda Lou, hey, Scott. Washington County News. ABC had it on their news channel. I have seen that. Yep, I've heard. So did CNN this morning. They had it on their news. Vivian, hey, Ed, how is you and the doggy doing? Sheila, laughing all the time, and I want to see those pics. RG, what about the Epic? Ed Tolleson, we are great, Vivian. The boys, London. Anyone know about Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas is like? Does anyone know? I do. I was on the Explorer of the Seas. 3,200, 3,800 people. Big ship. Big promenade walkway in the middle of it. I wasn't that crazy about the adult spa, like the spa area. Wasn't that crazy because you didn't have to pay extra for it. It was open to the public, and I wasn't all that impressed with it. But I didn't get a massage or anything like that. I didn't go to the exclusive area of the spa. But I would have preferred that the spa on board that ship when I was on her would have been more glamorous and more exclusive and more high end. But it wasn't. But the ship was big. In a storm, it'll rock like any ship would. But we enjoyed our cruise. All in all, we enjoyed our cruise on the Explorer of the Seas. So, boys, London, go for it. Absolutely. Vivian, cold here too. Ed, Sean, balcony view, laughing out loud. Wow. Sheila, hi, Linda Lou. Scott Weber, I think 45 is a bit exaggerated. My brother told me stories of being on a troop transport that listing 45 degrees. He told me everyone is seasick aboard the transport. DGK, Bruce, are the Celebrity Summit refurbishment include red tone, the suite decor, furniture, and carpeting? DGK, hi, welcome. I got your private message today also about this topic. I can't answer the question. I've been trying to get an answer for you, trying to find out. I do not know what the exact decor of the ship looks like post refurb. I don't know. I took a look on the website today at the Celebrity to kind of see what they're showing off, and I can't tell you if it's new photos or old photos. So I'm not exactly sure. You may have to contact the cruise line on their 1-800 number, talk to an agent, but even they may not know. They're not on the ship to tell you. So I can't honestly say what your suite will actually look like on the inside until they do an official press release announcement where they highlight it. We're guessing here. Linda Lou, hi, Sheila, RG, what about the Epic? He wants to know about the Epic. I think RG has an attention span problem, or he doesn't realize I do the news first, then I say hi to everybody. I've already answered his question, and so he's sitting back going, I already know the question. I was just bothering you for the answer. Scott Weber, hi, Linda Lou. Sherry, hi, Bruce. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sherry, awesome. Sheila, BRB, Yorkie has to chase the mailman. I'll be right back. Leandro, hi, Bruce from the Canary Islands. Carnival party was ruined last Friday. My wife had an urgent surgery on her knee. A prosthesis was placed on her leg. There will be no cruise for 10 to 12 weeks. That's terrible. Oh, my gosh. Leonardo, I hope she gets better and there will be no complications. We'll cross our fingers, hope for the best, and get ready for a cruise after that. Tom Henry, hi there. Debbie, Sherry, awesome sunsets. Hello, Vivian. Cam, hey, everybody. Hi, Cam. How you doing? Leandro will cruise through your channel. There you go. Tom Henry, the Speedo pics are posted on the Facebook page. Folks, get over to the Facebook page. Check it out after the show. Sherry, hello, Linda Lou. Julie, hello, everybody. Hi, Julie, Carly, welcome back. Bill Musselman, hi, Bruce, New Jersey. It's 31 and windy. Welcome, my man, Bill. Welcome back. Linda Lou, Scott, did your brother go skiing at Tahoe? Catherine, hello, all. 27 degrees in New York City today. That's cold. The wind, it's terrible. 86 days until my Western Caribbean cruise can't come soon enough. Well, if you're leaving from New York in 96 days, I think you're going to be just fine. It's going to be okay. Linda Lou, oh no, we lost our son. Vivian Sylvan is taking it back. Linda Lou is taking back that son. I thought so, Viv, says Linda Lou. Scott Weber, he'll be up there next month for spring break. Vivian, he's not sharing, laugh out loud. Are you coming too, said Linda Lou. Tom Henry, where's my cruise partner? I hope I didn't make him sick. Yeah, where is Paul Wilgus these days? Whatever happened to Paul Wilgus? Steve Berg, hello, Bruce. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone's having a good hump day, and today's temperature in Minneapolis, Minnesota is 26 degrees. The gas is still 224 and no ad today. Welcome, Steve Berg from beautiful Minneapolis. But I'm going to say it's way more beautiful in the summer than the winter. Welcome to the show. Vivian, yes. Where is Paul Wilgus? Linda Lou, yes, Tom. What have you done with Paul? Sherry, hello, Debbie. Tom Henry, I don't know where he is. Sherry, hello there. Kelly Haston, you better call him. Tell him he better get on Bruce's show. Debbie, hi there. Sherry, Linda Lou, you better check on him there, Tom. Scott Weber. Linda Lou, now I don't ski. I lived in the snow while I lived in Eastern PA and really don't relish visiting snow. Vivian, you haven't sold him as a male escort, have you, Tom? You didn't do that, did you? Linda Lou, darn, Scott, lots of other to do than ski. Nurse Nancy, I was just folding the massive amount of laundry we have. I think it took 12 dresses. I think I took 12 dresses. I wore all but 2, had a great time, and loved having them all. Sheila, what did I miss? Not much, except Tom has posted photos, Speedo photos, on the Traveling with Bruce Facebook page, and he's asking everybody, what pair should I send to Bruce? So there you go. There's a reason to go to the Facebook group page. Vivian, I couldn't choose one, Nancy. Scott Weber, I've stayed at the Ridge Resort at the top of the grade during the summer. I love summer at Tahoe. Cam, nothing much, Sheila. He's telling us why he doesn't recommend cruising from New York. That's what I was talking about. RG, please talk about the epic. There's Nancy. Hi there again, Tom Henry. Your cruise looked great. So fun to have ours the same time as yours. Linda Lou, yes, Tahoe is a magical place in the summer. Sylvia, hi from Greensboro, North Carolina, 41 degrees and sunny. I have cruised out of New York many years ago in October. Bad weather going to the Bermuda. Never will I cruise out of New York again. Not for me. Tom Henry, loved your pick, Nurse Nancy. Cam, hey, Sylvia, Nurse Nancy, I will definitely think twice before taking Caribbean cruise out of New York. Might as well go down to Miami. That port treated us like great, like this last cruise. We loved it there. Tom, thank you, says Sylvia. I got a package yesterday. You are very generous. Linda Lou, hi, Sylvia. Nurse Nancy, hi there again. Sylvia, thanks, Tom. Sylvia, hi, Linda Lou. Steve Berg, 30 days and counting till I board the Caribbean Princess for Princess Keys, St. Thomas, St. Martin. I need to get out of Minnesota for a while. Steve, the kind of weather you're talking about every day you're having, I can't believe you're not out of there now. I would have thought you'd be down there hanging out for 30 days before you get on that ship. Just get out of town, man. Oh, that's great. Tom Henry, at Viv, no sales, laughing out loud. Sylvia, hi, Nurse Nancy. Linda Lou, oh, wow, Steve, I love Princess. Oh, that old biddy is here. Hey, everybody from St. Louis. 33 degrees. St. Louis is in a freeze. It's unbelievable. Scott Weber, Bruce, big news today on the Lita Loca is Carnival's partnership with Emeril and his restaurant that'll be on the new Mardi Gras. I already told that story. Sheila, I like Miami. Sylvia, hi, Sherry. Donnell, hi, Bruce and everybody. Interesting cruise news. I booked a hotel room in Barcelona for the night before my cruise. No ad today. Thank you, Donnell, for joining me from Cork, Ireland, as always. Fantastic that you are here. Vivian Clark Nicholson, where's Paul Wilson? She wants to know. Sherry, hello, Sylvia. Linda Lou, Donnell's here. Steve Berg, me too, Linda Lou. Vivian, hi, Donnell. Tom, hi, Donnell. Linda Lou, good taste, Stevie. Good day, Steve. Wes Morrison, thanks for your advice about the New York City cruises. I am taking a Viking cruise in October 2020 that ends in San Juan. We are spending 2 days before our departure. Right on, Wes. Well done. You'll be able to enjoy Puerto Rico and San Juan, and you can relax. No pressure to make the ship on time. You're gonna make it. It's gonna be great. Fantastic. Sherry Awesome Sunsets. Hello, Sheila. Catherine Hennessy. Who knows where the crew was? Who knows where the cruise was? It could have been them who infected everybody. Oh, well, could it have been the crew of the airline that infected the passengers who were flying back from the cruise? Because 5 of the members of the air crew were sick. You never know. I mean, you got to wonder, right? Something in the air. Scott Weber, question for Bruce. Question, Bruce, in Asia, who would you recommend, Diamond Princess or Celebrity Millennium for an Asia cruise? Is what you're asking me? Well, you know, I cannot compare the two head to head because I've not been on the Diamond line at all. So you know, I can't tell you. I would say though that the Diamond Princess ship would be completely specialty decked out for the Asian market, but Celebrity Millennium, I'm sure, is fine. Yeah. Now, I'm just asking myself this question. Looking at the Diamond Princess, you don't mean you're not talking about the Princess Cruise Line, are you? Are you talking about the Diamond Cruise Line? I'm trying to figure out. There's one in Asia that's operated out of, I think, Singapore. And then there's a Princess cruise ship that is specializing in Asia cruises, and Cruise Tips TV. Sherry, she did a series of videos with her family leaving from was it even no, not Nagasaki. Anyway, leaving from Nagasaki, I think, Japan, down to Singapore, and they loved it. They really loved the ship. So if that's the ship you're talking about, I've seen and heard good things from Sherry, who did her series of videos about that cruise. So you got to forgive me, Scott. I can't be more specific because I'm not sure exactly which ship we're referring to here. Jim Evans, anyone have a great excursion recommendation for Nassau? I've done Atlantis, so I want to do something else. Oh, Jim, you know, I don't know. There was a time that Nassau, Bahamas was a quaint, wonderful place to go visit 30 years ago, 40 years ago. But Nassau today is a very busy, heavily populated area. The numbers have gone up over the last 20, 30 years. And there's a lot of folks in Nassau that are not doing as well as they'd like to be doing. And I don't know what else to recommend to you in Nassau. I'm not sure if the cruise line has something for you. Whatever it is you do, you want to do in an organized group. That's for sure. That would be my recommendation, at least right now. Until they do that new harbor, until that's done a few years from now, I would not do anything else but go with a organized tour for whatever it is you're going to do. Nassau is Nassau, and there are limitations there. Sylvia, where's Tom? Where's Paul Wilgus? Sherry, hello, that old biddy. Sylvia, hi, Cam. Cam, the Mardi Gras is going to be amazing. This Mardi Gras ship Carnival's doing. Sheila is asking or saying hello. Sherry, awesome. Sylvia saying hi, Debbie. Scott Weber, I love Emeril's restaurant in Vegas. I can't wait for that. Bam, bam. Donnell, that's right, Linda Lou. I'm here. A big hi to Tom and Vivian. Thank you, Donnell. Vivian, Sylvia Swan. I don't know where Paul is. Don't know. Vivian, how's the weather, Donnell? Nurse Nancy. So I'm so looking forward to going to that restaurant. How neat it'll be on the Mardi Gras. Sherry, awesome. Hello, Nurse Nancy. Sheila, I hope the Mardi Gras is all that it's going to be cracked up to be. I got what I believe is a good deal. Not sure about the size of my balcony, though. Ted Ashley, do you go on cruises or do you just vlog about cruising? I've never seen a video of you on a cruise. I have posted videos of me on cruises, but it was when I first started this channel. When I first started this channel 18 or so months ago, I did a couple of videos, several videos of my travels on cruise ships. But I haven't been on a cruise in over a year and a half because all of my attention has been dedicated to the establishment and building out of this YouTube channel. This is my gig. I decided that as time went by that I would be doing news updates on cruise lines and ships and all the activities going on and what's happening with cruises. That would be my shtick. And rather than me talking about I'm not on cruise ships at the moment. So when I get on cruise ships, yes, I will be doing video from cruises. And the way it's going right now with the internet on cruise ships, by the time I get on a cruise ship, hopefully this fall will be the first of several. The internet is so good that I should be able to live stream right off the cruise ship. So I'll be able to do my shows, hopefully on a daily basis, or maybe not quite daily, but as often as possible, right off the ship. So I'm quite looking forward to it. But yeah, right now I'm here talking about the industry as a whole, following the latest news stories, following events, and keeping on top of things, and having the luxury of viewers of mine who are taking cruises, who are letting me know what's going on. I did have a viewer on the Norwegian Epic during this entire fiasco with the engine breaking down and the crash in San Juan and the lousy offer they got, and on and on. So I was able to pass on to my viewers latest information right from the Epic, even though I wasn't on it. That was kind of handy. And as my subscriber growth continues to grow out, and my following begins to keep coming larger, I have more and more people who are contacting me from cruise ships going, hey man, I got information for you on the so-and-so, or I was on this ship, or I was on this last week and this happened. I'm going on this ship next week. I'll keep you posted. And so it just gets better and better and better. But Ted, there is going to be a time where I'm going to be on a number of cruise ships, and that should start later this year. And when I'm on cruises, you'll know, I'll advance notice everyone I can as early as I can. And if you want to join me, come on by. We'll have fun. Scott Weber, I really hope to see more Emeril on other ships. Michael Cannon, good evening, Bruce. Michael, how are you, sir? Welcome. There's Nancy. Hi there, Sherry. Sylvia, Vivian, Tom, hope he's okay. Tweaks Vegas, would you go out of New York City for a cruise if you could drive? I'm in New Hampshire, and I'm thinking of driving for a February cruise to save money on airfare. Well, Tweaks, I got to tell you, you better find a real deal on a parking lot, because there's a problem in New York. If you want to park your car, you might spend $150 to park your car for the darn week, plus the cost of gas to get there and back. Do the math. You may be better off grabbing a Southwest flight and just fly down to Miami, and just bear that in mind. But I totally get you. You're that close. If you can park your car for a reasonable price and you can cruise out of New York, I mean, it's tempting. There's no question about it. It's tempting. But I've done it one time. Of course, I'm nowhere near New York City, obviously. And just, the day we left, it was perfect. It was almost 58 degrees in February, March. It was a beautiful day. The water in New York Harbor was glass. It was just smooth. I was taking photographs with my cheap camera of the water and the skyline of Manhattan reflecting off the water. I mean, it was that smooth. I thought, oh man, this is going to be a great cruise. Little did we know, we had heard the story that there was something brewing and that was coming to New York. We knew a storm was coming to New York. We just didn't realize it was coming from the Atlantic Ocean north to New York. I thought the storm was coming to New York from like Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. It was coming from land to New York. No. It came over the water and then came straight to New York, hit Washington, New York, Boston, the island, everything. And it wreaked havoc. When we got back 11 days later, there was snow everywhere in New York. It was the plows, of course, had moved it to the side of the road, but there was snow piled everywhere. There wasn't any snow piled when we were left, but when we got back, oh, we saw what happened to those guys, but we got to experience it by going through it. It wasn't fun. So Tweaks, what can I tell you? You're playing Russian roulette with the weather out of New York. If it were me, knowing what I know, I would seriously look at cruises, the pricing of cruises, to see if you can get a better deal for a cruise out of Miami or Port Canaveral or Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale. And the money, that it might be a cheaper cruise than New York, number one. Number two, what you don't spend to park your car and what you don't spend to use for gas, it might not be much anyway for that close. That might make up the cost of the flight, just saying. But My advice to you, my friend, is you got to get there the day before. Do not play Russian roulette to try to leave New York in the morning to catch an afternoon sailing out of Miami. Now you could risk it all. You could lose it all. Make sure to get travel insurance for any kind of trip interruption and everything else insurance. But yeah, get there the day before. And really, if you were going to take a 10-day cruise out of New York, 11-day cruise, but now you're going to take an 8 or a 7-day cruise out of Miami, then get to Miami 3 days early and get your 10-day holiday in that way and enjoy Miami for a couple of days, get on your ship and take your cruise. And it's warm, warm, warm the whole time you're down there. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. Keila Owens, when is Passion of the Seas coming out? When is Passion of the Seas? I have no idea. Is that a movie? I don't know of anything called Passion of the Seas. No idea what that is. Oh, and hi, and hi. How you doing? I have no idea what Passion of the Seas is. Donnell, did you see Don's video of his time in San Juan? He put it up today. Don't let Bruce know. I saw the titling of it, but I haven't had time to see it. I've just been too busy working. Sherry, wow, way to go, Carnival. Emeril, wow. Cam, Sheila, have you seen the ship deck plans? Nurse Nancy, Sheila, when are you on her? We booked for the first cruise from New York to Canada on her, says Nurse Nancy. Sheila, New York is probably all right, except during the spring and winter, I would think. Yeah, you don't want to be in the winter, not in the spring. I would say the summer and the fall, New York's great. Yeah, New York's great, summer and fall. Nurse Nancy, I was just about to watch it. Donnell, Keila, what is the pulse? What is the pulse of the, when is the pulse of the seas coming? Kirk Brunson, hi Bruce, New York City here. Hi there, Kirk. We're just talking about New York all day here. Linda, I love Emeril, pots and pans. Wish he would come back and cooking them for me. Vivian, poor RG, tell him about the epic, Bruce. Tell him about the epic. Donnell, hi Nurse Nancy. It's an enjoyable video. Glad you had a great cruise recently. Alan Carter, hi there from Calgary. 9 below in Calgary. Gas, $1.01 a liter. Sherry, awesome. Laugh out loud. That would be great. Linda Lou, Sheila, Nurse Nancy. I'm on the October 2020 when the group cruise is on the breeze. Nurse Nancy, thanks so much, Donnell. Linda Lou, I don't watch much. Laugh out loud. Cat Rose, hi. Nurse Nancy, so we'll be at least cruising at the same time, Sheila. That's fun. Sherry, I love Cajun food. Scott Weber, Emeril will be an upcharge according to the website. I'm sure it will. Henry 407, afternoon, everybody. Henry, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. Got your message earlier today. Welcome here. Nice to have you. Cat Rose, Comcast decided to do maintenance. Okay. Avari, Sony is here. Arav Sony. How are you doing? Arav Sony, hey Sony, how's it going? Hi to you. Welcome. I'm terrible with names. Forgive me, but welcome to the show. Vivian, laughing out loud. RG, keep going. Kirk, Emeril Lagasse restaurant. That sounds great. Nurse Nancy, laughing out loud. Lulu, I should get some of those and cook as well. Sheila, I would love to meet Nurse Nancy, some of your wonderful people that I have met maybe soon. I hope. Cam, that's fascinating, Scott Weber. Carnival doesn't have many upcharge restaurants. Ryan Kirby in Hudson, Florida. It's freezing. It's 59 degrees. Welcome, Ryan. Brittany, it's 56 and cold in Baton Rouge, and the lows have been in the 30s some nights. In some nights, even the 20s. Nurse Nancy, I would love that as well. Sheila, I think we shall be cruising for a long, long time. Scott Weber, I wonder if Carnival will also spread Shaq's Big Chicken on other ships after debuting next year. We'll find out. Kirk, Eric Gibbons, evening, everybody. Chilly in Charleston, high of 50 after this morning's 31 degrees. Gas is $2.20 a gallon. Welcome, Eric, to the show. Thank you for telling me the info. Linda Lou, I agree. Sheila, such great people here. Nurse Nancy, hi there again. Brittany, good to see you. Henry, Little Rock, Arkansas, 45. Gas, $2.10. Good price for gas, man. You got good prices down there. I'll take 45 degrees. I'll tell you that. Vivian, I'm laughing my, you know what, off RG. Bonnie, oh, so cold in South Florida. I'm wearing a light jacket. The sun is shining, a bit breezy. Gas is $2.49. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, I'm out of Port Canaveral. Cat Rose, how did the bag get through security in the USA? How did the bag get through? I'm not sure what she's referring to. Sherry, as a matter of fact, I have a video of Cajun restaurant in St. Louis that was so awesome. We saw it on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. A guy did not steer us wrong. Yummy. Oh, yeah. If Guy recommends a restaurant, you go to that restaurant, chances are should be pretty darn good. Cam, Scott Weber, the big chicken restaurants are included with the cruise, right? I think they are. I think they are. Oh, Bonnie Bergstein, God bless you, darling. Just saw Bonnie sent me a donation on PayPal. It just hit. I saw a little email alert there on my screen. Thank you, Bonnie, for your support of this YouTuber. You are wonderful, as all of you are. Thank you so much for your donations to this YouTuber. Cam, yeah, I think they're going to be free. The chicken is going to be free for you. Brittany Lockwood, I would rather see those temperatures in late December than right now. Deb Gourmet, just call her Granny Clampett. There you go. Sherry, laughing out loud. Kirk Brunson, Carnival is stepping up with the celebrity food spots. Yes, they are. Sherry, yes, Kirk Brunson, I love it. Brittany Lockwood, Mardi Gras is over. Is over. Ended last night. The actual Mardi Gras ended. That's right, Brittany. Deb Guimet, RG, Bruce will answer as soon as he gets to your question. Just hang in there. Stop bothering Bruce about the epic. Sheila, yes, ma'am. Nurse Nancy, we will definitely have to meet up and cruise together. I would love to. RG, hello, where it's below 11 degrees. RG, hang in there. Monique, Sheila, I was thinking of putting that out there. I don't remember if I said 35 degrees here in Central Virginia. Michael D. Corrivon, I hope I got that right. Michael, how you doing? Hi, Bruce. I'm new to the channel. Lots of good information. Cruise insurance is very confusing. Can you give us your insight? Oh, man, Michael. Yeah, cruise insurance. There's insurance. Then there's insurance. I talked about this a lot yesterday on yesterday's show, but just to give you a super small recap here, the key with the cruise insurance, it's not that insurance is going to save you. It's what kind of insurance you have that's going to save you. You have to make sure that the insurance you have doesn't have deductibles that'll do you in. One of the big expenses you could have for travel insurance, medical insurance, is evac, medical evac. In other words, if you get off the ship, you're ill, you get taken to a hospital in Mexico, in the Bahamas, in wherever, and now you're in the hospital a few days. First, you want to make sure your medical coverage covers that expense. You got to make sure you don't have like a $5,000 maximum. None of that nonsense. You got to have like millions. But to get home, you might need to be flown home in a medical evac plane of some kind. You got to make sure you're covered for that too. It's one thing to be treated, but now how do you get home? And in some cases, the illness you have, whatever the affliction is, commercial flight might not work for you. You want to be sure to be taken home as well. So I would recommend insurance through an insurance broker. That's probably your cheapest bet. And I wouldn't buy insurance for one trip. I would buy annual travel insurance, and that would cover everything: flight delays, baggage losses, cancel a cruise for any reason insurance, the whole thing. I get the Cadillac plan. But it's well worth it. If only one claim comes in, it will pay for itself for years to come. That's the direction I would go. I would talk to your life insurance, car insurance, home insurance specialist, one of those guys, girls, an agent that can scour the playing field for you for the proper insurance, and then go from there. That's my recommendation. Don't rely on your credit card. There might be so many deductibles and limitations on it that it sounds great, but it isn't. Be careful of the insurance that travel agents offer you, unless it's got a lot of coverage. You got to make sure you have a lot of coverage. You cannot. There are so many horror stories I've done on my channel. I'm following all the time, where people go into a hospital in Mexico and they want $25,000 up front. To take you in, 25 grand guaranteed up front. Even if you have insurance, they want to be sure they're getting paid. You've got to have insurance that covers you for really everything. So there's a quick one for you. Sylvan, have to go. Great show. Thanks, bye. Thank you, Sylvan. And thank you for telling people to give me thumbs ups. I have 68 thumbs ups. People have been listening to Sylvan today, and I love them for it. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups, and keep them coming. I need all I can get. This is great stuff. Sheila, Monique, smile at Monique. Maybe the TWB crew could do a cruise once a year and wear the shirts so we know who you are. Monique, when I do a cruise, when I get a cruise booked for Jennifer and I, you'll know about it. Believe me, I'm not hiding this. We will let you know what ship, when, where, everything, and you're going to be invited to come and join us. And yeah, you can bet that we will be wearing our TWB merchandise. Of course we will. We'll be having a great time. I will probably even produce specialty shirts just for the cruise. and then you can order your own weeks before, months before we go, and we'll all have our shirts for the trip. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait for it. I'm really looking forward to it. Tom Henry, traveling with Bruce. Wendy says, I need Jen's approval. See what she thinks of the red Speedo. No problem with those crimping or anything. Thank you, Tom, for thinking about me. I'll let Jen in on it. Kirk Brunson, I've only done Norwegian. Might have to check out Carnival. Sheila, bye, Sylvan. Sherry, awesome. We love Carnival. Kirk Brunson, my hubby, said he liked Carnival better than Royal Caribbean. Sheila, hi, Michael D. Coravant, welcome. Cam, Carnival is my baby. Sheila, Kirk Brunson, I've only done Carnival. Kirk, my mother and brother love Royal Caribbean. RG, 100% now. 100% for next group. Sheila, Cam, mine too, since it's my only one. RG, that was me. Nurse Nancy, I'll be happy to get on any cruise we can get on. Right now, we're booked on Carnival, but I'm more than willing to try other cruise lines. Me too, Cat Rose, yay. Sheila, Monique, since Bruce is getting so big, maybe we will organize and maybe give away a cruise. Yeah, I looked into doing a group cruise. Those of you who don't know, I looked into this in November when I had 6,000 subscribers. I was looking to do a group cruise, went through the whole gyrations of talking to the cruise line. I talked to vacations.com, cruise directors. I talked to the VP over at Norwegian. I tried to put something together, and it is a nightmare. And I've decided that what I will do is I will book my own cruise, and I'll let you know what I booked when I booked it. And then if you want to join me, come on down and see if you can join me at that time, because I'll be doing several. I won't be doing one a year. There'll be multiple. When I start cruising, it's nonstop. Here we go. Anyway, RG next cruise got 50% off now, 50% cruise next cruise back, plus holes paid for. Right on. RG, Nurse Nancy, I have a cruise with my 23-year-old daughter on Oasis of the Seas in January. That should be fun to see another line. Nurse Nancy, I think you're going to enjoy it. Valerie, when they offer a % off the next cruise, is that the best price you can pay or off regular price? Valerie, yes, this is the age-old. The cruise line gives you 50% off your next cruise. It might be off the rack rate, and that isn't worth the paper it's printed on, because I can tell you right now, you contact a travel agent that knows what they're doing, someone like Sherry Awesome Sunsets Travel. You talk to her, she's a travel agent, she'll find you the best deal. But look, if you've got a percentage off on a cruise, you want to talk to a travel agent. You let the travel agent do that work for you. Find out what they can apply on that 50% off to get you whatever best deal is available. That's the way I'd look at it. Anyway, there you go. Let's see here. Clip Inglis, 19 degrees in Penfield, New York. Clip, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. Monique, Sheila, that would be nice, but I would go just to meet everybody. Sylvia, Nurse Nancy, have you checked out the group cruise with Cruising with Wheels Jan 2020? Sheila, oh, Nurse Nancy, I'm cruising with my 21, almost 22-year-old from her graduation in May. Sherry Awesome, we only had Cruise Carnival until this year. We did Royal Caribbean. I loved it. The shows are amazing, but hubby said he liked Carnival better. I like them both. Kirk Brunson, New York City is really cold right now. Nurse Nancy, same idea as Sheila. Mine is graduating that year too. Sheila, me too, Monique. Kirk Brunson working outside overnight. Cat Rose, I want to do a Viking cruise. I don't blame you. Mark is here. Mark from Maine. He's a maniac. 15 degrees in Mexico, Maine. 10-day cruise on Serenade of the Seas on April the 5th. Any tips? Right on, Mark. The only tip I have is, why did you wait till April? Why aren't you going now? You should have a great time, Mark. We'll find out if anyone's been on the Serenade of the Seas, but welcome to the show and the channel from beautiful Maine. Nurse Nancy, Sylvia, I would love to do that one too. I want to do them all. I love those guys as well. So funny. We're booked through 2020. Cannot book more for now, or I'll be in big trouble. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, mine is this year in May. Cat Rose, where is Mexico? Maine. Mark, Roxbury Road. Nurse Nancy, where are you sailing with her, Sheila? Any cruise would be great. Sherry Awesome, hubby liked Carnival better due to the beds, food, and fun ship vibe. Sylvia, Nurse Nancy, okay, I'm booked on it in a solar room. That'll be the biggest ship I've ever been on. Deb Gumet, Kirk Brunson, you must freeze out there. Nurse Nancy, that will be so fun. Sylvia, I'd love to meet up with you too. Scott Weber, Bruce, what is the advantage of a concierge cabin on Celebrity? Is there an advantage? Well, if you like extra service and extra attention, a concierge is a great way to go. If you want to do something special for your significant other and keep it private until the big moment, that's what a concierge is perfect for. Anniversary dinners, anniversary couples massage, a special shore excursion that might be arranged through the concierge. They are magicians at getting stuff done and getting you looked after. So that would be one of the advantages, I would say. But the exclusivity of the area, of course, you probably have as a concierge level, you probably have your own restaurant or bar area you can go to. Again, from the masses, away from the masses, you might have your own special pool and spa area you can go to. One of the other advantages, but you're gonna pay for it, but you'll get more value, more product. Sherry, hello, Bill Musselman. Sheila, we're going to Grand Cayman, Roatan, Belize, Cozumel on the Miracle. We got the aft wraparound at a good price. Oh, that'll be a nice room. And that'll be a nice cruise. Kirk Brunson, not really. I'm New York tough. Kelly, that sounds wonderful. Sheila. Sherry Awesomes, I would like to try Celebrity. Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce and all. I'm late today. Only 62 degrees in Tarpon Springs today, but lots of sun. Gas is down to $2.38 a gallon. I'm listening in the car. Peter, thank you again for your contribution to my channel. That landed last night after my show was over, and I appreciate that as always. Thank you so much for your support of this channel. Peter Heckema, by the way, folks, he was on the Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean ship, a couple months ago, posted a ton of photos on my Facebook group page, Traveling with Bruce. Fantastic. Guys, Peter did a great job posting on that ship. You get a chance, go to the group page and check out the posts from Peter Heckema. Thank you, Peter, again, for all your support of this channel and buying my T-shirts too. Love it. Sheila, love the dresses. Nurse Nancy, Cat Rose, wow. Sheila, Sherry, awesome. Hello, Peter. Cool Jazz. The rumor is the passengers picked up in St. Thomas was Paul Wilgus and Stuart Cabot. Sherry, awesome. Hello, Cool Jazz. Vivian, hello, Cool Jazz. Hello, Sherry. Peter Heckema, hey there, Sherry. Cat Rose, laughing out loud. Cool Jazz. Tom, Henry, Sylvia. Won't cruise from New York. Might need a new cabin mate. Deb Gourmet, Cool Jazz, laughing out loud. Sheila, thanks, Cat Rose. Can't wait. We just started. I'm definitely hooked. I love a good deal. Nurse Nancy, thanks so much, Sheila. I know you'll be sailing out of a different port on the Mardi Gras when we're on the breeze, but it is still fun to be cruising at the same time. Cool Jazz, hi, Deb. Deb Gourmet, how are you doing today? And he's saying it's cold. Tom Henry, Cool Jazz, we might have to kidnap her. The ship ends in Miami, so only once in New York. Nurse Nancy, sorry to hear about your wife's knee issues, Leandro. Sometimes getting a knee replacement can make a big difference. May she heal quickly. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, I was trying to book the group cruise and was confused on the ship, so I booked the Mardi Gras. So funny. Nurse Nancy, oh no, so sweetie, that's a bummer. Cat Rose could be Nurse Nancy, but the Mardi Gras still looks amazing. We are literally cruising 2 months in a row next year. I can see how that can get confusing. Sheila says yes. Deb, yes, enough is enough. Cool Jazz, still have 20 inches of snow up here. Crazy in northern New York State. Cool Jazz, good idea, Tom. Wow, Deb. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, hopefully I will meet up with you soon. Debbie Manuel, hi, Sylvia, Cat Rose. Pork fat rules. Susan Jill Mulhere, any hotel recommendations in San Juan before our Freedom of the Seas cruise on June the 30th? I believe, Susan, there's a Sheraton right down where the cruise ships port at when they come in for the day. There's a Sheraton in Old Town San Juan. You might want to check out that one. There's a number of big name hotels down there, so you shouldn't have any problems finding a brand name hotel. They will have generator power if necessary, if the regular power goes out, so you'll be looked after there. Sheila, laughing out loud, Bruce, he's so busy reporting. Deb, Cool Jess, took a ride near Lake George and into eastern Vermont, and even they didn't have as much snow as we are so blessed with. Wow. Eric, Bruce, living where you live in Creston, what the heck airport do you fly in and out of? Yeah, Eric, if I want to take a flight to somewhere in the USA, I can take my car and just drive south of here 2 hours and 20 minutes and get to Spokane International, and then I can fly out of Spokane. They connect into Seattle or Denver or Vegas or Chicago, or even LA, I think. And then from there, I'm good to go. So that's one. But the other one is I can drive to Calgary, which is 5.5 hours from here in Canada, Our daughter will be back in Calgary in April, May after her stint is done in Los Angeles. And we can hang out with her a couple of days before we get a flight out of Calgary. And then we're on our way from there. So we can always do that. So a couple options. I could always drive to Seattle, but that's a long day. Why would I do that? I would just fly out of Spokane and get a deal there. Let's see here. Vivian, almost 11 p.m. I'm tired, guys. So good night, everybody. Great show, Bruce. Hugs to everybody. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Vivian. Have a great night. Monique, Susan, Jill, the Sheridan Grand. There's a hotel recommendation for you, Monique. Susan from Monique. Cat Rose, night, Viv. Deb, good night, Vivian. Sheila, we need a group cruise, Bruce. I hear you, Sheila. Monique, good night. Cool Jazz, stay safe there, Deb. Tom Henry, Susan, we stayed at the Holiday Inn Express Condado. Reasonable rates and a decent breakfast. There's another recommendation for you. Sheila, don't know how we're going to fit 17,600 people plus, though, how we're going to get that many on a group cruise. That's right. I have outgrown the biggest cruise ship at sea with my subscribers. How about that? That would be awesome. Can you imagine all of us taking over the entire ship? That would be out of control. Out of control. I'd be terrified coming out to talk to you guys. And the whole ship crawling with TWB people. I don't know if I can handle it. Nurse Nancy, night, Vivian. Donnell, weather was wet but not too cold earlier today in Cork, Ireland. 45 degrees. It was nicer in the afternoon and at night. It was worse in the other parts of the Emeril Isle today. Cool Jazz. Tom Henry, did you issue that challenge yet? Donnell, hi, Catherine, Ed, and everyone else from TWB in the Big Apple. Hope your weather improves soon. Sheila, oh, I didn't think about the cost of parking. We have to fly from Virginia. See, there you go. It's something to think about. Cool Jazz, it sucks, Don. Deb Guimet, thanks, Cool Jazz. Heading out to Westport, Massachusetts. First thing in the AM for the next week or so. Almost no snow there. Right on. Sheila, how about a one-way rental? Yeah, that you could rent a car one way and dump it and go. Yeah, you can do that. Scott Weber, sorry, Bruce. Windows 10 just gave me the blue screen of Beth. Oh no, Scott. Tom Henry, yep, but did it post? The iPad said it was too long, but showed it as posted. The other devices just showed the count and will not post until it's shortened. Sheila, nor'easters are much worse. Scott Weber, Bruce, I meant Princess Line's Diamond Princess in Japan. Okay, take the Diamond Princess in Japan. That's the ship I'd go on. Sherry from Cruise Tips TV and her family were on that ship. She spoke highly of it, showed great video of that ship. Check out her channel, Cruise Tips TV. You'll see about 4 or 5 videos she took with her son and her husband on that ship in the Asia area. Check it out yourself. You can check out the ship. Sheila, Florida. Cool Jazz. Okay, Tom. Bill Musselman, I live in New Jersey. It's cheaper to get a cruise out of Florida than New York. Yeah, and that's because of the number of ships. More competition. Donnell, hi, Cool Jazz. How are you doing? Tom Henry, Sheila, which airport do you use? The Park and Go in at RIC is $4.99 a day if booked online. Sheila, look at the flights early too. I'm new, but I definitely go at least a day ahead, especially with the weather. Nurse Nancy, Sheila, sending out love. Tom Henry, smartphone, Cool Jazz. I'm good in cold, Don. Tweaks, Vegas, great advice on New York City. Great, thank you very much. Tweaks is pronounced 2KS. 2KS? 2KS. Okay, not a big deal. Love the channel. 2KS Vegas. Cool, 2KS. Tom Henry, that was just smart. The iPad added phone, laughing out loud. Gavin is here. Eek, only 18 degrees Celsius this morning. Time for woolly bullies. Gavin, welcome from Australia, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Nurse Nancy, Passion of the Seas and Pulse of the Seas are Royal Caribbean's new ships. I haven't heard that. You're ahead of me on this. How about that? Nurse Nancy, Passion of the Seas, new ships. Okay, thank you, Nurse Nancy. Sheila, Lynchburg, right up there the road from me, so we use American Airlines. However, I'm trying to book at Richmond and Dulles, depending on where we go. It just hasn't been worth the drive and parking, says Sheila. Gavin in Adelaide. Thank you, Gavin. Welcome, buddy. Tom Henry, looks like the red Speedos are for Bruce, are the winners. Everyone's saying Bruce should take the red Speedos. I haven't seen them yet. I'm busy working right now. Sheila, Tom Henry, Richmond, and Dulles. Nurse Nancy, those are definitely the winners. Tom Henry, Nurse Nancy, they are Royal Caribbean's new Quantum class ships, Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for educating me on my own business. I appreciate this. I really do. There's so much news coming out, I can't keep up with it. And sometimes news breaks when I'm doing this, or sometimes they do stuff, they don't promote it heavily enough, and I miss it, so I don't get it all. But that's interesting news. Donnell, Cool Jazz, hope you have a warm spring and a hot summer to make up for another crappy winter. Thank you, Donnell, for everybody out there. Tom Henry, thumbs ups for Bruce. John Ketchum, I'm a rookie. Who's Nurse Nancy? Nurse Nancy is one of our gals in Wisconsin. Follows us all the time. She's here right now. She just got off a cruise ship last week. 77 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you, guys. This is fantastic. Nurse Nancy just got off the Carnival Horizon cruise last week. Fantastic cruise. All kinds of photos of Nurse Nancy on the Traveling with Bruce group page on Facebook. You can check it out. Bonnie is giving thumbs up. Sheila, how do you do PayPal? Sheila, which address, Bruce? Sheila, go to my homepage for my channel, and on the top, either up here or up here, are the little icons, little round dots. One of them is a PayPal donate button. Hit that. Or go to the About section of my homepage. Hit the About section. Then you'll see all the links below there. One of them is PayPal donate. Just click through there, and you're on your way. Donnell, hi, Tom. Yep, the Red Speedos get my vote, too. Kelly, I love those ships. Donnell, never mind. Sheila, Bonnie, they didn't give me the option. Bonnie, John Ketchum, Nurse Nancy is one of Bruce's subscribers. Nurse Nancy, John, I'm just a fan of Cruising Community, just a viewer. Bonnie, Sheila just couldn't get the transaction to work, as Bonnie's asking. Sheila, evac def, I think you can even book it yourself. My friend had an accident here, and the med vac was like $100,000. Yes, you definitely want med evac insurance. Oh, yeah. Sherry, never leave home without travel insurance. Nurse Nancy, I've been watching TWB for a while, not quite as long as Tom Henry or Steaming Me, but almost. That's right. Nurse Nancy's been here a while with me. This is great. Sheila, Bonnie, it didn't offer me PayPal. Yeah, it should be on the homepage. Cat Rose, don't have any of those. Sheila, I sent Bruce his first Walmart e-card. You did? I still have it. I haven't used it yet. I will let you know when I use it. I still have it. Sheila, laughing out loud. Sheila, thumbs ups, everybody. Bonnie, I took the insurance through Princess for my upcoming cruise. Includes the plane too, since booked through Princess Easy Air. Well, if it's good enough insurance, if you're happy with it, great. Just make sure your limits are okay. Make sure you're not covered. You're not capped too low. Cat Rose, is there just travel insurance for flying? There is. You can do that through travel insurance companies, through travel agencies, through airlines. Can be done. Nurse Nancy, nice, Sheila. I know that he appreciates it. Sheila, if you do a group cruise, I will wear your T-shirt, Bruce. I'll wear your shirt. I suspect you will. That'll be great. Monique, sounds great, Bruce. Sheila, Nurse Nancy, I know he's great. Debbie, I voted for Red Thomas. Sherry, you bet. Cat Rose, we have travel insurance for everything. Bonnie, Sheila, I used to just use my Apple Pay, but it wouldn't let me today. It wouldn't let me today. I have no idea how this works. Tom Henry, Debbie, yep, 3 times. Bonnie, Tom Henry, Cindy wants to cruise with me. Cat Rose, because last time I flew, it was, heck, I'm not going to fly Southwestern again. Sheila, Bonnie Brookstein, maybe it's just what the day we try. Debbie Manuel, Thomas, how you doing? Sheila, I want to meet and be like Super Mario. Bonnie, Sheila, I have one of those days, should have stayed in bed. Nurse Nancy, wow, Cat Rose, sorry to hear you had a bad time with Southwest. We just had good travels with them, but I prefer to drive if we can spare the time. Timmy Bean, I like the prices for the Seaside next June. Steamer, there's some good deals out there. RG, that was 50% off next cruise with this cruise price, NCL Epic. Camille is here. Camille, maybe shows just on travel insurance with reviews, current plans with Cadillac, umbrella coverage, as well, reviews of others, Consumer Reports Magazine, ? Yeah, it's tough to do a show on just travel insurance. I've been looking into it, and I'm trying to do some research on it, but there's so many possibilities and options. But I'm trying to think of a way to do a video about cruise insurance, but not put people to sleep, because it's a lot of folks just don't care about it. But I do what I can. I do mention on these lives a lot. Tom Henry, Bunny, that sounds good. All 3 of us in a suite. Deb Gourmet, has anyone heard from Paul Wilga since return from the cruise? Thomas Carlos, which cruise ship line has the most fun? Oh, Thomas, they all are fun. They're all fun. It depends on what kind of fun you want. How old are you? What kind of crowd do you want to hang out with? What kind of activities do you like to do? Are you an excursion guy? Or do you like to be on the ship more? Are you interested in rock climbing, water sliding? Are you interested in trivia contests? Do you like more cultural type cruising? It all depends on what kind of fun you want. There's a cruise ship for everything, my friend. Everything. Bonnie, Tom Henry, sure, as long as you don't sleep naked. Cat Rose, Nurse Nancy, it takes 3 or more days to do land travel from where I am where my parents live. So I don't drive. Sheila, I like service and extra attention. I need concierge. There you go. Nurse Nancy, Cat Rose, do you have a preferred airline that works better for you? Cat Rose, so far it seems to be Delta for long distance. Sheila says, traveling with Bruce, what are you going to do about speaking to everybody when you get to 50,000? What do I do? Well, the good news is I just talk to a computer, and there's a little thing right up there. Right there's my camera. I just look at that little thing. Go, hi everybody, how you doing? I don't see you guys, so you don't scare me. But when I get on a cruise ship, and if there's 500 of us going on a cruise, I'm gonna have to talk to the cruise director and see if we can use a facility that can hold all of us. That might be the big stage, and I'm gonna have to get on the big stage and talk to 500 people. But I think there'll be 500 friendly faces, so I don't think it's going to be too intimidating. Not that intimidating, but I'll be excited. Believe me, I'll be jazzed to be fun. Tom Henry, I don't, but Cindy does. Laughing out loud. Cat Rose, Alaska has been okay for shorter, but not taken cross country yet. Interesting. Cat Rose, honestly, only started flying like 4 years ago. Tom Henry, that cabin Paul and I had last week had a fold-out bed by the windows where my PC was in the pictures. Bonnie, Tom Henry, Cindy didn't tell me that. She was assumed that I'd get my own cabin. Nurse Nancy, that cabin looked amazing, Tom Henry says, Nurse Nancy. Jim from Evans, Georgia. Evening, Bruce. Nice day here in Evans today. It was a great day to plan a cruise. I'm sure it was. Every day is a great day to plan a cruise. Cheers to you, Jim from Evans, and everyone else. 79 thumbs ups have come in today. There are 65 of you still hanging around. Welcome one, welcome all. Tom Henry, Deb. Nope, last I heard from Paul, he was in Atlanta. Deb Gomet, Tom Henry, I hope he's doing okay. Cat Rose, I've flown into Spokane. Tom Henry, me too. Nurse Nancy, laugh out loud. I think you just do your show on a group cruise, Bruce, and we'd all will just chat amongst ourselves. Just kidding. I think what I'd want to do is I would love to do a live show with all of you there, and the questions would come from the audience. The folks on there'll be chat, of course. I'll have Jen or someone moderate the chat and any questions coming out, of course. And of course, we'll say hi to everybody from the chat, but a lot of the questions will come from you in the audience, and I'll probably have questions for you guys that you will give back to me, and we'll share with the gang back home that are on the computers. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Bonnie, Tom Henry, you did have a great ocean view cabin. Cat Rose, my girlfriend, is there. Tom Henry, Cindy says she'd be okay with 3 of us in a suite. Nurse Nancy, the nice thing about cruising with others is they can meet up for a bit and then go do your own thing. That's what I love about it. I love the idea of getting together at dinner time. That's what I love to do. I think during the day, you're on your own, have a good old time. See you at dinner and have a big couple of tables and then just gather around the TWB clan for a few hours and just share stories. Sit with everybody and move on. I think it'll be a lot of fun, just a lot of fun. Sheila, oh, Bonnie, I hope it gets better. Nurse Nancy, that is definitely a good reason to fly. Bonnie, Tom Henry, start checking itineraries. Nurse Nancy, I hear pretty good things about Delta too. Cat Rose, my family is back east. Sheila, I like Delta. My daughter has traveled way more than her mom, and she didn't. Tom Henry, what year, laugh out loud, have 2 booked this year, 2 next year? Tom Henry, care for a South American cruise? That old biddy, I'm with you, Sherry Celebrity. Edge sounds like it's worth a try. Bonnie, Sheila, I like JetBlue, but flying United American for my Alaska cruise, Florida, Vancouver. Cool Jazz, hello, Bonnie. How are you doing? Nurse Nancy, I only look up stuff where you're on the live stream, Bruce. The internet is an amazing source of information. It's kind of like cheating. It's incredible. Bonnie, hi, Cool Jazz. Sheila, thanks, Bruce, on the PayPal. Sheila, thank you. Nurse Nancy, but I sure wasn't trying to tell you your business, Bruce. Love how you present the cruise news. I cannot keep with it otherwise. It is unbelievable, Nurse Nancy. It really is. Thank you for anything. You guys who, I just cannot thank you people enough. Those of you who are on the Facebook group page, there's some of you who put articles up there of news that you find. I'll check it out, and sometimes I do a video about it. Sometimes I've already seen it. Sometimes I'm in the middle of reading it. But I don't mind it at all. I love to have more eyeballs on what's going on, letting me in on it so that I can report it to the world. That would be great. I love it, Nurse Nancy. I can't get enough. Jared Norton, hi there, Jared. How you doing? Cool Jazz, Nurse Nancy, how are you? Bonnie, Cool Jazz, it is snowing in New York today, is it? My sister flew up to New York City. Nurse Nancy, hey, Cool Jazz, trying to stay warm. Mariana Dominiquez, Mariana, welcome. Do you have any nightmare passenger stories? Mariana, I have nightmare pronouncing people name stories, and my viewers can attest to that. Oh, I'm terrible with names. Welcome, Mariana, to the show. I do. The one I just did earlier today about the Explorer of the Seas. I was on the cruise from hell for the first day and a half of my cruise. Oh, it was not fun, but it worked out in the end. But we went through a bomb cyclone. That's all I can say. It was terrible, just a bad storm. But we survived it. I don't have any other personal nightmare stories, but I have been posting nightmare stories on my channel. I got a bunch of them. I've done 760 videos now in a year and a half, and I must have 10 or 15 or 20 stories of nightmare cruises that people have been on, and I just keep finding them. I'll keep talking about them. It's just been crazy. Cool Jazz, no Bonnie, just cold, 25 degrees, no snow in New York. Steamer, I mentioned Speedos the other month, and we have become like a dog with a bone. It's become a dog with a bone. Thank you, Steamer. Bonnie, Cool Jazz, she will be freezing. Cool Jazz, yes, she will. Nurse Nancy, laugh out loud, Steaming Bean, that's true. Cool Jazz, if Bruce books the Titanic too, I'll stay away. Bonnie, a Steaming Bean, did you find the owner of that little dog? Let's see. That was a nice, cute picture there of you and that dog. Did you find the owner? Sheila, laughing out loud, Bruce, you need to be on stage. Cool Jazz, new promo for Bruce. It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your cruise ship is? Deb Gourmet, I like it cool. A Steamer, I did find the owner. I was frightened that she would have been killed by the neglected dogs in the village. Cool Jazz. Thank you, Deb. Sheila, chatting with Bruce on stage with Bruce. That's right. Live with Bruce on stage. Cat Rose laughing out loud. Deb is loving it. Cool Jazz. By the time Bruce gets on a cruise, it'll be either be sponsored by AARP or Geritol. As long as they pay for it. I'm a good guy. I'm good for it. Yeah, no problem. Maybe the diaper people. I don't wear those diapers, but, I'm willing to give it a try. I don't know. Tom Henry laughing out loud. Kelly Haston, cool. Cat Rose laughing out loud. Steamer, Saskatchewan has a week break in February, while most of Canada has a break in March. A week in February can save me plenty of cash. Seaside in February 2020. Never know. That's right. Deb Gourmet, oh, you bad, cool. You're so bad. Cool Jazz, Tom and I would probably get kicked off a cruise ship. Steamer, from Sandy Bay, I have to drive over 7 hours to Saskatoon for that one daily flight to Minneapolis on Delta, the drama of living remote. That's right, Steamer, to get out. Eric Gibbons, thanks for a great show as usual, Bruce. Good night. Thank you, Eric. Mariana, has anyone been on the what is that? On the Arunia 5? It looks fun. Has anyone been on the, I don't know what that is. James Grandy, hi, Bruce. I'm a new guy. Where are the deals? James, welcome to the show. Where are you watching me from, my man? Where are you from? This is fantastic. I love newbies. We get them all the time. I must have had 5 new people today. Fantastic number. Fabulous. 81 of you have given me thumbs up today. Thank you so much for 81 thumbs ups. You gotta love that. James, if you want to find deals for cruises, why don't you go to vacationstogo.com? This is the site that should be sponsoring me. They should be just thanking me every time I mention their name, but they don't sponsor me yet. I'm working on it. But go to vacationstogo.com. You'll find deals there. Deb Gourmet, good show. Bruce, see everybody tomorrow from Westport. Tomorrow I'm on twice. I'm on at 5 o'clock tomorrow and 8 o'clock tomorrow night for live trivia. We're going to have fun again. Looking forward to that. Cool Jazz. A night, Deb. Drive safely. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Had a good time today. Lots of you were here today. That's fantastic. Good numbers again. Love it. And we'll be on again tomorrow, like I said, at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow being Thursday, and then at 8. All right. That's the show. We're done. I've caught up with all your comments. I've caught up with all those comments. I got to go to Facebook group page to check out these Speedos. Got to see what is Tom talking about here. Everyone's seen it but me. I've been too busy working this channel. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great evening, everybody. Sheila says, thumbs up for Bruce. I got 81 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. They've been pretty good today. Nurse Nancy, it was great to be here. God bless all. Thank you, Nurse Nancy. You take care. Please stay safe. Stay warm and stay healthy out there, everybody. And join me tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern for cruise ship news and updates. Like always, Sheila's giving me thumbs up. Thank you, Steamer. The TWB peeps should call ourselves the Geritol gang. I don't take Geritol. I don't need that stuff. At least I don't think I need that stuff. I'm all right. Valerie, good night all. Thank you, Valerie. Have a pleasant evening, everybody. I'm out of here. 83 thumbs ups now. Thank you, guys. Take it easy, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Bye, all.